Let's do this. Pound for pound, baby. All right, we're back, baby. December 20, what's today? December 29th. Tomorrow's fight day. I'll be uploading the video. You know, normally I was uploading the video on the day of the fight, which is stupid. I didn't ever think about I didn't ever think of uploading it the day before. Nobody's checking for fight shit the day of the fights. You know what I mean? So I wanted to upload it today and get it done today. So I give at least people some time to fucking check it out and then watch the fights tomorrow, you know what I mean? Instead of fucking having to check for shit on fight day, which only like real hardcore fans do, which is like me and like 6 other people. So, but anyways, UFC 219, 219, Holly Holm versus Cris Cyborg. This is an exciting card, man. Before anything though, man, DK's Fight World. Tune in, subscribe, like, man, hate, do what you gotta do. I appreciate everybody showing love and support, man. You guys are the best, for real. Everything's growing slowly but surely. That's all that matters. You know what I'm saying? It's going up. I mean, as long as it's not going down and losing, I mean, you know what I mean? I mean, even if it was, I would still do it just because I love doing this shit. But, anyways, yeah. I'm just gonna give a main card breakdown. I mean, this whole card is stacked, but I just want to do the main card breakdown. And then, you know what really frustrates me is that Jimmy Rivera and John Lineker fight was pulled because John Lineker had a tooth infection. I don't know how true that was or how serious that was, but I mean, if that's the case, dang, man, tooth infection, fuck. You know, it must have been hella bad. Must have had a hole in his tooth. Eating candy. I'm a candy man myself, but you know, I don't know what it is. I'm just speculating. I just seen it said tooth infection, so I'm like, damn. You know what I mean? But yeah, 219. Cris Cyborg, Holly Holm for the featherweight title. We start with the very beginning from the who's running this starts the main card. Carlos Condit, Neil Magny. Oh man. Carlos Condit is one of my favorite fighters of all time. He'll forever be. Win, lose, draw, doesn't matter. I'm rocking with Carlos Condit always because that's my guy, man. I love his fight style. I like the way he fights. I like what he brings. You know, he can fight very technical and smart, but he can also bring that brawl and shit. He's a beast. I love Carlos Condit. He's straight savage. He's a straight savage. He lost his last fight against Damian Maia real fast too. It was real fast, and it worried me because not because he lost, but like after he was saying he wanted to retire. And I can't knock if somebody that want to say they want to retire or whatnot. Maybe it's not for them, but I don't know what he was going through. He said he was going in the media yesterday. He said he was going through stuff, and I can't knock that, man, but it just makes me sad because I like Carlos Condit. I always enjoy his fights, and I'm a huge fan of Carlos Condit, man. He's my guy. That's my dude. And he's fighting Neil Magny. And, so Carlos Condit fought Damian Maia last. He lost to Damian Maia. And then before that, I think it was the Robbie Lawler fight for the title. And he lost that too, which I may be biased or whatnot, but I feel like he won that fight. You know, it goes either way. I hear people say both, so I'm just a fan, so it could just be biasness on my side. Yeah, and he's fighting Neil Magny, who's coming off a loss to Rafael Dos Anjos, and that was a fucking beastly fight for Dos Anjos. And then before that, he fought Johnny Hendricks, and you know, I felt like Johnny Hendricks won that fight. You know, it's weird with the judges because sometimes, you know, the takedowns mean something and then sometimes they don't. Even though he didn't do nothing with the takedowns, you know, I'm speaking of Johnny Hendricks, he still was on top, controlling shit. And I mean, Neil Magny was throwing up shit. He's got a long body, he's got long limbs. But I felt like Neil Magny won, but I felt like Johnny Hendricks won that fight. And but who knows? I mean, I could just be talking shit. You know, obviously I ain't a judge. I ain't skilled enough to be a judge, but whatever. And then yeah, so this fight will be a stand-up fight, which usually Neil Magny wins all stand-up fights. Like, you gotta think about who he beat. He beat Johnny Hendricks. I mean, Johnny Hendricks. He beat Kelvin Gastelum. Who else he beat? Who else did he beat? I know he beat some top name dudes, man. He beat Hector Lombard in that crazy fight. That's one of my favorite fights of all time, by the way. Hector Lombard and Neil Magny, because he took like 17 million punches to the face. I think he was full mounted and taking punch after punch after punch. And yeah, so he lost to Lorenz Larkin. So he beat Rafael, beat Johnny Hendricks, lost to Lorenz. Oh, so he's on win, lose. And then he lost to Rafael, beat Johnny Hendricks, lost to Lorenz, beat Hector Lombard, who was before that. And then he beat Kelvin Gastelum, beat Eric Silva, lost to Damian Maia. Yeah, but this will be a stand-up fight, which he usually wins stand-up. It's going to be a great fight, man, regardless who wins. I want Carlos Condit to win just because I'm a huge fan. I've been a fan of his since I was a kid, and that's just the way it is. And, yeah, so I'm going to make picks, too, as well, as long as we go away. So I'm going to pick Carlos Condit just because I'm biased and I'm a fan. Second fight. Ooh, this is a banger right here. Cynthia Calvillo and Carla Esparza. Here's the thing with this fight. You know, Cynthia Calvillo's undefeated. She's 3-0 in the UFC, and I've been rocking with Cynthia for a while. She's one of my favorite fighters in that division, to be honest with you. And she's on the come up. She's with Team Alpha Male, and I've been watching her before she got signed, because she's from out here. She's from San Jose. So, you know what I mean? I got to rock with her. She's right down the street. She's like 15 minutes down the street. So, I'm rocking with Cynthia regardless. But here's the thing, man. I know they want Cynthia to win because they're pushing her. If you watch the embeddeds, like how much time they give her over Carla, which is weird to me because Carla ain't no fucking joke, man. They're doing the same thing that I feel like they did with the last Tisha Torres and Michelle Watterson. Not to that extent, but I mean, like, they gave Michelle Watterson all that push. And I said, man, they're sleeping on Tisha Torres, man. She's an animal. She comes from Tough 20. Same with Carla Esparza. She's a former champion. You would think they would push the former champion, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not no fucking promoter. I don't know shit, I guess. But Carla Esparza ain't no joke, man. She's a tough bitch. And she's a grappler, you know what I mean? Like, her hands are whatever, but she's a grappler. I mean, Cynthia Calvillo's hands aren't the greatest either, but she's really good off her back, and she could take your back. She's a little scrappy girl, man. And I love Cynthia. I love she's getting better and better. She's 3-0 in the UFC. She fought, who did she first fight? She fought Amanda Cooper. I know she fought Amanda Cooper. Joanne Calderwood was her last fight. But who was... Oh, and she fought Pearl Gonzalez. And she whooped on Pearl Gonzalez. So, yeah, she fought Amanda Cooper, Pearl Gonzalez. Or, yeah, it's Amanda Cooper, Pearl Gonzalez. And then Joanne Calderwood, which people were saying they thought she lost that fight. I thought she won. I mean, two of the rounds finished with her on Joanne's back, almost strangling her. You know what I mean? And like before that, like 2 minutes of that, before she even took the back, she was controlling the fight. Stand up was all right. It was kind of back and forth. I could see it even stand up, but on the ground she was controlling. I feel like she took the dominance in the ground game. And but yeah, people were saying they thought Joanne Calderwood won that fight, but I think Cynthia won. But again, I could be biased. There's certain fighters where I could be biased, and just the way my mind works, it just sways you to the direction of the person you already want to win. So I don't know, man. But I know the UFC wants Cynthia to win. I want Cynthia to win, but here's the thing. I'm going to pick Carla Esparza to win because I think she's going to win. People sleep on Carla, man. She's a tough little fucking bitch, you know, the Cookie Monster. And like, who's Carla coming? She beat that Marina, that Russian girl, Marina Orozco or something like that. That was her last fight. I can't remember when. That was a while ago. But, yeah, who'd she fight? Yeah, Marina, Moroz. Oh, and then she lost to Randa Marcos, which, by the way, I thought she won that fight. I thought she, you know, who am I? But, yeah, I thought she won that fight. And then she beat Juliana Lima. Damn, she's barely been active since she lost the belt. She was on a hiatus. She must have been injured or some shit. Because she lost to Joanna, beat Juliana Lima, lost to Randa Marcos, and then beat Marina? I don't know. But that bitch is bad too. And yeah, so and now she's fighting Cynthia. Yeah, I take that back. Let me take it back. I'm taking my pick back. I'm picking Cynthia to win. But still, people are sleeping on Carla, man. She's not no joke, man. She's tough. She's good as fuck, man. She's a good grappler. Her hands are whatever. They're even in the stand-up. I believe they're kind of similar. I mean, maybe Cynthia has a little bit better boxing skills. She moves around. She's more, you know, she uses footwork a lot more than Carla does. But Carla's grappling is good, but Cynthia's grappling is really good too. So that's gonna be a fight. But I'm picking Cynthia. I take that back. So I got Carlos Condit, Cynthia Calvillo. And then, oh, so they moved John Lineker and what's his name, Jimmy Rivera fight and put in Dan Hooker and Mark Diak. I can always fuck this dude's name off, man. I can't ever fucking say his name. Diakisi? Fucking, I have no idea. But he's a savage too, man. He's a savage. Dan Hooker. And this is going to be a good fight. I'm picking Mark Diakisi. Let's see who Dan Hooker was. I can't even remember who Dan Hooker's been fighting. I have no knowledge of this. I just can't remember, man. There's so many fights. Ross Pearson lost to Jason Knight. Mark Adiva. And then he lost to Yair Rodriguez. Okay, win, lose, win, lose, win. All right. Now, his last one was Ross Pearson. Now he's fighting Mark. And let's check out Mark's. Let's see who he was fighting. Who his last fight was. I feel like I just saw him win it, I think, or I feel like I saw him get slept. Again, I could be totally off. Not positive. I am not positive, so don't quote me on shit. Let me see. Jakar close. Yeah. Oh, so it's a split decision. Yeah. Well, all right. Whatever. Which Jakar's good, man. And so he beat Frankie Perez, Lukan Sawaski, Tamil, and then he lost to Jakar close. So they're both coming off. No, what's his name's coming off a win. He's coming off a loss. Dan Hooker's coming off a win. Mark's coming off a loss. I'm picking Mark though, man. I like his fighting style. He's a little ninja out there. And so what class is that? Welterweight? Oh, lightweight. Okay, lightweight. Yeah. Oh, here we go, baby. Habib Nurmagomedov and Edson Barbosa. This fight right here, man. You know, this fight. It's always hard with me with Habib because, man, you barely see him. I know how good his wrestling is, and he just kills people and he smushes them on the ground and just completely dominates on the ground. But, man, you know, I don't know what it is about Habib. I respect him. I respect his game and everything he does. But I always root against him. And his last fight was at 205 with, not 205, UFC 205 with Michael Johnson. Fucking just mangled him, you know. But we also seen him get rocked a little bit. Got rocked, recovered pretty well. And but we've never seen that before, ever. I've never seen Habib rocked. And he got rocked. And Edson Barbosa's striking is probably the best in the division. Most crisp, fast, nastiest leg kicks by far in the division for sure. Nastiest kicks, period, in the division. You know, I'm gonna look. Here's the thing with this fight. And who's Edson's last fight? Dariush? Is it Dariush? I believe it is Dariush. And I remember it was like a knee. And I feel like he was kind of losing that fight. And then he hit him with that knee and knocked it was Beneil Dariush, and knocked him the fuck out. And then he beat Gilbert. Before that, beat Anthony Pettis, lost to Tony Ferguson. So that was his last loss, was Tony Ferguson. And then gave Paul Felder his first loss, which was, Paul Felder's a savage. And he lost to Michael Johnson. Beat Bobby Green, beat Evan Dunham, lost to Donald, and beat Danny Castillo. Damn, Danny Castillo. When was that? 2013. So Edson and Khabib. And I mean, Khabib, we seen him Khabib smushes everybody. He ragdolls everybody. I'm not taking anything away from Khabib, but I always want to see him lose. I think it's just because I like the shock the world factor. You know what I mean? And that's just what I just like to shake up the game. Like, everybody thinks Khabib's gonna win. Everybody wants Khabib to win because they want, like, what's next for him, whether it's Tony, whether it's Conor, which it shouldn't even be either. I think Tony should sit out and wait for Conor. You know what I mean? And like, fuck the Finn and the interim belt. Why? With the interim belt, you don't. It doesn't even matter. But all right, I'm gonna make my pick. I'm gonna pick Khabib to win this fight. I want Edson to win, but I'm gonna pick Khabib just because I'm pretty sure he's going to. But I want Edson to win just for simply to shock the world, man, and just everybody be like, whoa, and then give Khabib his first loss ever. You know what I mean? Let's see how well he handles a loss, which I think he would. I think Khabib's a very respectable, humble ass dude. But I think Khabib's gonna win this and take the W. He's gonna do what he does, smush everybody, man. Just fucking either submit you or TKO you. If he wins, it'll be by submission or TKO for sure. I wish it was 5-round fight, man. I wish they would make, like, I just wish everybody was 5 rounds. It'd be sick. It'd be better. 3 rounds is like, you could see it going to decision, but I think Khabib's gonna win with like a submission or a TKO just by smushing you and just doing what he wants. Here we go, main event. Holly Holm and Cris Cyborg. Yeah. This is a tough fight, man. But here's the thing. Let me start this off with this before anything with this fight. I think whoever wins this, I think whichever woman wins this is going to be the baddest motherfucking woman, period. You know what I mean? Like, period. First off, Cyborg's already the baddest. You know what I mean? Let's not get it twisted. Cyborg is already the baddest woman ever, period. I don't care. In any sport, period. And the most dominant woman ever, the face of the earth, bro. Period. She is. That's just facts. She hasn't lost in like 10 years. Her last thing, I remember her last, like, was a no contest in 2011, and it was because she got popped. You know what I mean? And, I mean, whatever, whatever. Steroids, whatever, man. But, and then Holly Holm, she's coming off that win from Betch when they fought. They fought somewhere, it was dumbass early in the morning. I remember on the Fight Pass, it was a Fight Pass card. And she knocked out Betch, head kicked her, and then just bang, and knocked her out. And then before that, she was on a little bit of a slump. Let's look, Holly. She lost to Valentina before that, I think, who is another one of my favorite fighters. Bless me. Let's see. So yeah, she beat Betch. Oh no. Before, excuse me. Before the Valentina fight was Jermaine Durandamy, and I feel like Holly won that fight, man. I mean, they robbed her because Jermaine cheated. I don't care what nobody says. You hit somebody once after the bell. All right, maybe fluke, whatever, accident. You know what I mean? You hit somebody twice, and you not only hit them, you rock them, like had them, boom, buckled a little bit. That's points, bro. Like, that's points. And then in the fight, like later in the fight, she did that question mark kick. Boom, dropped Jermaine, and then hit her with a left hook. I think it was a left hook. I remember, dropped her, I think, twice, you know what I mean? So it's like, you did all this damage, but you also got rocked after the bell, and you got hit after the bell twice, you know what I mean? Like, that's some bullshit to me. She should have won that fight. Anyways, and then she lost to Valentina, and then she lost to Miesha Tate. So she's on 3. Before she beat Betch, she lost 3 in a row. And then before that, she knocked out Ronda, beat Marion Reneau, beat Raquel Pennington, which was a good fight. I enjoyed both of those fighters. I enjoy Holly. But this fight right here, man, is the ultimate women's striking championship fight, man. Straight up. Both of these are the I can't say highest level because I feel like Valentina's in that fucking Valentina and Jermaine are both in that fucking realm of highest women's striking. But in this division, well, I mean, there's only like 3 people in this division, but both of these girls, man, whoever wins this, man, is the baddest motherfucker, period, you know, and it's exciting. It's exciting. I'm gonna pick Cyborg to win just because, man, look, here's the thing with Cyborg. Sometimes she comes out like a fucking bull and just fucking kills shit and just rushes and just throws bombs and claps you up. But I went to the UFC 214, and what I saw was if she fights like that, if Cyborg fights the way she fought Tanya Evinger at 214, I went to that fight, by the way. That shit was sick. And if she fights like that, patient, takes her time, controls the octagon, looks for her shots, you know what I mean? Had wide stances, low, you know what I mean? I believe she can beat anybody. Anybody if she fights like that. Here's the thing: if she comes out bulldozing, like just coming out trying to rock, which I don't think she's stupid, you know what I mean? Like, because Holly's a counter, that's what she does. She gets off. Holly does sometimes a karate stance, sideways. She switches stance sometimes, and she throws those little fucking scary ass kicks, like those fucking like front side kicks right above the knee, like bing bing. They'll scare me so much, man. But anyways, she throws those. So I mean, I'm picking Cyborg. I would like Holly to win just to shock the world. I love Holly. She's such a sweet lady. You know what I'm saying? When she talks, she's just a sweetheart. You could just, she's literally the preacher's daughter. You know what I mean? But, yeah, man. This is good. It's a great card. It's a great card. And then, I mean, even before that, we got Roundtree versus, what's the dude's name? Alex. Is he a Polish dude? Where's this guy from? Yeah, I knew it. Poland. I knew it. Michael Alexiuk. Lord. They call him Lord. Ooh, Jury. Miles Jury. Rick Glenn. Rick Glenn? What? Jesus Christ. Jesus, wow. I feel like Rick Glenn's been in the game for a minute. And then Vittori Akhmedov. Ooh, Louis Smoker. Louis Smoker. Nicolau. I'm rocking with Louis Smoker, man. I fuck with Louis Smoker. He's good. He's fun. He's a fun fighter, man. He is. He had hella hype behind him for a second, and then kind of died off because he lost a couple. But it's weird. They'll hype people up, they lose. It's like they lose, and all of a sudden all the hype's gone. It's like, man, you just get a couple losses. Doesn't matter. And then Tim Elliott got a fight, which I'm very happy for because Tim Elliott's been fucked in the last, so I'm glad. And he's on the first Fight Pass fight, so go Tim Elliott, man. I'm rocking with you, dog. Straight up. And then, yeah, that's it, man. I'm going to wrap this up, you know. My picks, Carlos Condit, Cynthia Calvillo, Mark fucking have his, I can't say his name, Diakisi, Habib Nurmagomedov, and then Cris Cyborg. Those are my picks. That's what I'm rocking with. Doesn't mean that's who I want to win necessarily, but that's who I think is going to win. Trying to play it smart. Yeah, no, but I mean, it's a fight game. Anything can happen. Everybody's wrong. Everybody's right. Whatever. You know what I mean? But anyways, let's wrap this shit up. DKain's Fight World, man. Follow me on Instagram. DKain, DKAIN _ fight _ world. Twitter is DKain _ the God, THAGOD. And what am I missing? What am I missing? That's it. That's it, man. Follow me, though. Got a lot of fighters showing love, fucking with me on there, man. I appreciate all the love, support again. Once again, DKain's Fight World. Yeah, man. Peace.